Okay, so we've just picked up the first Tesla Taxi White Model 3 for Queensland. We've got the app installed. It's quite responsive. As you can see, the door opens there as I open my door and shuts there on the app. It's showing the 67% battery, which is also up here. We have found that's a little bit redundant, so people often want to press the car, then press display, and then scroll down to change it to distance, so you can see how many kilometers you've got left to go before you need a recharge. Changes it here on the app as well, and if you in the app planning your next journey, you can go in here and see what is available around you. So 7k's to Brisbane, where there's one stall available at the supercharger, or if we go to the Gold Coast in 77k's, 8 out of 8 are all free for use, available to use, which is obviously very good. And it will also show you in the Model 3 at the Bear charger, for example, 3 out of 4 available, because only 4 of the 8 that they have there have been upgraded to the CCS2, which this car has, so it knows in the app what's actually available to you, not just what's available at the station. So the other settings we found that we needed to adjust, we mentioned in display you can change your kilometers instead of percentage. In autopilot, I found that it was, well, firstly you needed to turn this on to actually get it to steer for you, and I moved the collision warning from medium to early, which can be a bit annoying because it gives you a beeping notice if it thinks you might be hitting another car, but again I prefer to have that early rather than late. And the lane departure I changed from warning to assist, so it'll actually pull me back into the lane if I start drifting. And all of these other things I think were as they were, but I've just got all those set to on in the autopilot category. And the other thing we found a bit annoying is when it beeps, when it locks. So under locks here, you just turn lock confirmation sound off and that'll stop it from beeping. If you ever need to open the glove box, you press your car and glove box is always there. So car, glove box. The screen displays over here are pretty simple as well. You can get to your windscreen washers there, slide it this way to see more information about your charging. So since last charge we've done 40 kilometers, used 8 kilowatt hours of power with an average of 221 watts per kilometer, watt hours per kilometer, so I think that's around about 10% more than normal, because obviously we've done a few accelerations to test this car out. Here it shows you some more details about the car when it's refreshed. That will actually show you the PSI on your tyres, but it just sort of went to sleep because we've been sitting here for a little while, so it takes around about 30 seconds for that to come up. When you're using your media, you can press this to pause and unpause. So that's just a press on that, and then obviously when you scroll it up and down, that adjusts the volume. Over here it does the same thing with the cruise control speed, so if we were in cruise control, we can click this up 1 kilometer at a time, or if we click it a few scrolls like that, it'll go 5 kilometers at a time. And to engage cruise control, you just click down on your gear selector, once for cruise control and twice to engage autopilot. So that's basically how the controls work inside this car. I should also point out too, Sentry mode here is active. You can obviously change a lot of these things from the app. So in the car controls, if I wanted to turn off Sentry mode, which is like its surveillance system, I can turn it off here, and that will deactivate that little red light there, which means that it won't be recording people approaching the car if you're wanting to conserve power. Got a little view of Brisbane here where this car lives, and Tesla-Taxi.com.au if you'd like to try one of these cars out.